listen. Do you agree Sahaba did Muta before?
Sorry?
Before you say the Prophet forbade it, and they used to do Muta.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Did you know that?
Yeah, they used to do Muta, yes.
Oh, you knew that? So why did you say what you said?
Do you know of any narration where when Rasulullah was ill, that many other Sahabas led the Salah?
Not ill. No, not ill. We weren't talking about ill.
Abdurrahman bin Auf, once. Yes.
And Ali, the one?
No, he never led the Salah.
No. Not when he was ill. Anytime.
Ali radiallahu anh, in the presence of the Prophet, never led the Salah.
Listen. For instance, when he left him at Tabuk, remember that time? I'll leave you, you're not satisfied having relations with
and Ali said, you're leaving me with women and children. But that's not in the presence of the Messenger of Allah.
We're not saying, that's not the dispute. You're assuming.
Yes, obviously he was the Amir of Medina, so he was leading the Salah.
You're jumping on assuming what it is.
Sure.
The conversation was only about different various people. Wait. No.
In fact, Rasulullah pointed to Abu Bakr. Women were saying Umar, because Abu Bakr is soft, he starts crying, and the Messenger of Allah rebuked them that it is Abu Bakr. Put him, and don't talk to me like the women of Yusuf alayhi salam.
For 4 days he was leading. 4 days, more than 4 days he was leading.
On this, yes.
What, for 4 days and the rest of it? They all agree.
Abu Bakr led the prayer when the Prophet was in Medina, and Rasulullah sallallahu even prayed behind Abu Bakr at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Thursday,
all narrations
Saturday,
agree
Sunday,
with that.
Monday, 5 days. Sorry.
All Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah are unanimous.
So tell me about the one where the Prophet in Sahih Muslim, where the Prophet, peace be upon him, was carried by Ibn Abbas and Ali, and then he led the Salah. Tell me about that one.
Does the report?
Go on.
You can have your party and then I'll...
That's fine. I'll have my party.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
I finished.
So stop the party and listen to my response. They led him to Salah.
Why?
Read the report. Read the report.
I'm recording this.
When they took him, Abbas and Ali radiallahu anhuma, they carried him. Where did they carry him?
No, why? Start with why.
Because he was ill. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was ill.
And so why would you carry him for Salah then?
Because he's ill.
You're not listening.
Yeah.
If you're ill, according to you appoint Abu Bakr to lead the Salah.
Yes.
Then you leave Abu Bakr to lead the Salah.
Yes. So you're saying Abu Bakr never led the Salah?
No, I'm not saying.
Okay. So what's your point?
Why are you assuming?
What's your point?
Instead of jumping on his conversation,
so what happened?
What's your point? Are you saying Abu Bakr never led the Salah with the Prophet?
I'll tell you the point.
Okay, what's the point?
This brother here, or this brother, or both.
Then removed Abu Bakr.
No.
Removed Abu Bakr from the Salah.
Okay.
Listen. No. The point was.
So he's using a vague report.
No.
To make a specific claim.
No. If you understand, this brother brought up the point. No, he brought it up to say that the Prophet appointed Abu Bakr to lead the Salah, and that is a indication or a hint that he should be the Caliph. This brother then said, it's not just a hint, it's actually clear. Do you understand? So I said, there are so many different narrations surrounding this incident.
No, there aren't.
Wait, brother, there is. From Sunni to Shia, there's so many different ones. Okay? And I think I quoted them for you last week. But anyway, my point was, all right, well, let's see. I said, there's three that I know of, majorly. Number one is that the Prophet was carried when Abu Bakr is leading the Salah, and who's this guy recording?
What's wrong?
I don't
Your face is
calm down.
No.
Don't worry. Why are you so agitated?
Agitated, man.
Calm down.
Let's read the report.
Wait.
No.
Let me say my three. Then respond.
Look, Isa. I'm one of those people who likes to go to the original source. You want to use something? Let's read it in the Arabic language, translate it, and see what the report. When Ali and Abbas carried the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, why did they carry him? Where did they take him? And what did the Messenger of Allah do?
So what if you did? So what? What's the point?
The point is, it still doesn't negate the fact we have specific report where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam specifically commanded Abu Bakr. And they said, no, Umar. And he said, Abu Bakr, go and tell him to lead the prayer.
This is not helping you. Let me make my point. Then let's see if anything you're saying changes anything.
Well,
I'm saying...
leading Salah 4 days is not indication.
You're not getting the point. I'm saying the first point is, we're here 1400 years later, and we're saying it's hints, it's indications. He's saying it's clear. So I then said, Ali was right there. How come he knew the clear-cut indications, but he then opposed Abu Bakr? Do you understand? He would have... Let me finish.
Let him finish.
So I'm saying, if these things is you're saying...
We had this discussion last week.
Exactly, this is what I'm saying.
And he was shown to be very, very...
Well, let's see. Because you can get... Remember, they want to talk about it in Arabic.
So let me ask you, if you
Brother, let him continue. Brother, let him continue.
So there's 2 points I'm making. Number one is that even if it's the case that you're saying, I'm saying the Quran does not show you that if you want to appoint a caliph or hint, you should appoint him to lead the salah. So I'm saying that is something you extrapolated later on. The Sahaba did not go around saying, oh, Abu Bakr led the salah, that means he should be the caliph. Hold on, let me finish.
It's a valid point.
In Taqiyaah, none of the Sahaba, in Taqiyaah, none of the Sahaba.
It's a valid point.
Let me finish. None of the Taqiyaah, none of the Sahaba. You see what I mean? In Taqiyaah, no Sahaba brought up, oh, Abu Bakr led the salah. Abu Bakr led the salah, so therefore he should be the caliph.
Okay.
So I'm saying,
now I got your point.
Wait.
I got your point.
So I'm saying 1400 years later, these lot afterwards
I
want
got
to
your
try
point.
and stamp this over.
You're using Ali's alleged opposition to Abu Bakr as your evidence that Ali did not understand. 2 points. First is that people didn't take it like that. People didn't take appointment of Abu Bakr to mean that he is the Khalifa, he's the successor.
Right.
That's the first point. Let's go to the first point.
I'm saying I don't want you to separate the two, although they're two separate.
No problem.
Explain.
Abu Bakr was appointed.
Listen. The point I'm making is, if we're going to take the understanding and examples.
Do you mind if I move? I'm an old man, so I want to leave.
The point I'm making is, because the brother asked me why I turned from Sunni to Shia. So I'm saying, if we're going to take...
We don't know if that's true, but anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he was Sunni.
How do we know?
No, that's fine. You can just say I'm Shia.
What is a Sunni?
That's fine. Brother, trust me.
What is a Sunni?
I was a Salafi on bloody give.
Listen, don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate. We knew you were a Sunni. Okay.
That's fine.
All right, you were Sunni. Yeah.
So he asked me the question as to why. So I'm explaining to you the context. So
I got the context.
Right.
Now,
so
can I respond?
No, because you don't understand. You're still separating these points. I'm saying, how are we supposed to take from them when you've got this opinion now that they didn't have then? So no Sahaba said, in the Quran, there is an indication, or you should choose your caliph based upon who is appointed for Salah. Do you understand? So
I understand.
No guidance.
So that same logic applies to Ali bin Abi Talib and Ghadir Khum, because the Quran does not indicate that you go to Ghadir Khum and appoint a successor. So same logic can be applied to Ali, but
No, it can't. And I'll refute that.
Okay, no, you can refute it when your time comes. Now, Abu Bakr, the first point about Abu Bakr is you're absolutely right.
Okay.
That this is not a clear
Can I move over
command.
there? Because this light is busting my head now. Excuse me.
Switch places.
I'll stay here.
He said, yeah, look at him.
Abu Bakr, you're absolutely right.
Oh, brother. All right, let's
Like the razzle dazzle.
No, it's busting up my eye, bro.
You're absolutely right that Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, when he was appointed by the Prophet to lead the Salah, is not a clear indication of appointing him as a successor after the Prophet.
Okay.
Otherwise, I agree. Otherwise, there would be no discussion in Taqiyaah Bani Sa'ida. There would be no discussion. They wouldn't be talking about it. Abu Bakr would be the Khalifa, right? Period. But it wasn't like that, no doubt. And there is another report. There is another report. A woman came to the Prophet. It's a Sahih report, by the way. A woman came to the Prophet ﷺ and she said, "Who do I go to after you? Or if I don't find you?" He said, "Abu Bakr." Okay. So these reports are there. These reports are there. Okay. Now the point we use for authentic report. It's authentic report, by the way. The reason why Abu Bakr is the rightly guided caliph after the Prophet ﷺ. I'm giving you reasons now.
Are you jumping from here to there?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not because of these reports. It's not because of these indications. Because the believers united upon his khilafah after the death of the Messenger of Allah ﷺ. We know what happened in Saqifa. Omar came and he raised, cut the long story short, he raised his hand and he said, "This is our Khalifa." And everyone said, whoever was present, and later on, the rest of the community in Medina.
You gotta go, bro.
Now,
it was mainly for
now you claim that Ali radiallahu an opposed Abu Bakr. I want evidence for that opposition. How do you define opposition? No, wait. What do you mean by opposition? And where is the evidence for it? First define it.
The evidence is, defining mean that... Can we move this way because he's got a shouting? Can we go this way? I want my thing to be heard.
No, respond to my point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking behind. No, all this noise in my head. Okay, so you said the first thing. What does it mean to oppose? I'm saying oppose from the Sunni perspective is that if he's rightly guided and you fail to give him bayah, whether it takes 6 months or whatever, from the first month, then this is a clear sign of opposition. So you asked me what do I mean? I'm explaining. Wait.
And you said Sunni from Sunni perspective.
No, I'm saying as in the Sunni perspective that he's rightly guided. Wait.
Who are you to determine Sunni perspective?
The Sunni perspective is that Abu Bakr is rightly guided. Yes, you just said that.
It is.
I'm saying
it is.
Using that
but not giving bay'ah to him is not opposition.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If Abu Bakr from the Sunni religion is rightly guided, then I'm saying Ali is more in knowledge of who's rightly guided and who's not. So I'm saying if he had the knowledge that Abu Bakr, or he believed Abu Bakr was rightly guided, he would not delay any time in giving him bay'ah.
You believe
that's my point. Wait. I'm saying that he would not delay in giving him bay'ah. He'd be one of the first to show he's rightly guided. Here's my bay'ah.
I agree with you.
Do you understand?
I agree with you.
Especially
I agree with you. It was not clear that Abu Bakr is that person who will be the rightly guided caliph. I agree with you. This is why there was a discussion. This is why Umar had to raise his hand. Okay, wait, listen to me. Okay, I am responding, but you don't like my response.
No, I said rightly guided.
Are you saying that he gave bay'ah for 6 months?
No, wait. I'm saying, you keep changing the words. I'm saying, as somebody who's rightly guided. So stick to that.
How do we know who's rightly guided?
Brother,
what does it mean?
Listen, I'm saying from the Sunni perspective, if somebody is rightly guided, I'm saying
who
Ali,
is that?
Wait, brother. I'm saying Ali is more rightly guided to know who is more rightly guided. So
and why do you make that claim?
Brother, wait, because I'm only arguing from your perspective. Because you say Ali's rightly guided too, yes?
Yes.
Right.
One of them.
Right. No,
but did Ali know that?
Brother, wait.
Did Ali know that? This is the question.
Brother,
did Ali know that he is one of the rightly guided
Of course, Ali's ma'soom. He knows everything.
No.
He knows.
He's going to land himself in a deeper pit if he claims that.
No, wait.
But did Ali know that he was the rightly guided caliph when Abu Bakr was appointed?
I'm arguing from the Sunni perspective to show your contradiction. So stop jumping
You
around.
have not given me the Sunni perspective. You're making things up. And you're building the straw man and you're attacking it.
Let's see. Let's see for straw man. Do you say that Abu Bakr is the first rightly guided caliph? Yes, you do.
Can I respond?
Wait, no. I'm just saying.
Can I respond? Are you answering for me?
Brother, I need you to. Because you always. Wait. I'm saying.
Okay, before we continue, Isa, can you please calm down? Because you're going like that. You're going like that, and it's quite intimidating. Yeah. Just remain calm. Remain calm, Isa. Because last week's discussion, a lot of people had this problem with the attitude and the behavior and the throwing of arms. So remain calm. Has a decent discussion.
And this is how Arabs.
No.
According to that guy. Didn't that guy say this is how Arabs? Didn't that guy say this is how Arabs?
I'm trying to help him.
Isn't that what he said?
I'm trying to help him. Wait.
What was his name? Mohammed Tawheed?
No problem. I don't have a problem with his style. If he wants to adopt that style, it's up to him. But I'm trying to tell him feedback from the last week's video is that the man's got some problem with him. He keeps moving.
No, that's not that. It wasn't that. It was because of what I said. Okay. When I said certain names and so on, that was the issue.
Right, the language.
The verbal language, not body language.
The peckerwood thing and all of that.
All of that.
Okay. So let's continue in a decent fashion.
Brilliant.
And we can both disagree. No problem with that.
Okay.
I'm saying, according to the Sunni perspective, what do we know about Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr radiallahu an was not the rightly guided caliph until he was appointed as one. Let me explain. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's a hadith on the Prophet, alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnati al-khulafa al-rashidin al-mahdiyin min ba'di. Okay, this is an authentic report from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that upon you is my way and the way of my rightly guided successors. Khulafa. The word here is khulafa. In another report, authentic report in Musnad Ahmad, we find that Rasulullah ﷺ said, rightly guided khulafa will be for 30 years after me. For 30 years. This is why Muawiyah radiallahu an is not one of the rightly guided khulafa. Hassan was the last one. We believe it stopped at Hassan. Abu Bakr governed for 2, Umar governed for 10, Uthman governed for 12, Ali governed for 4 and 6 months, remaining 6 months were 29.5 years were complete at Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh. Remaining 6 months were Hassan bin Ali bin Abi Talib. So we believe these are the rightly guided. 5. I believe 5. Most of the Sunnis believe 4, and because they said.
You've got your own sect?
No, I don't. I don't.
No, hold on. This time.
Okay, no problem. Hassan, no problem. Ali, stick to Ali. Stick to Ali bin Abi Talib.
I'm just saying.
Okay, no. To cut the argument, stick to Ali bin Abi Talib. You don't want to add Hassan, no problem.
No, you're not getting the point. I'm saying it now gives me.
Okay, wait.
Hold on. No, I'm just saying.
Isa, let me finish. Let me finish your point. Yeah. So now we know. How do we know that these are actually rightly guided khulafa? Because they were appointed after the Prophet. They were governing for 30 years after the Prophet. Okay, that's the reason, because the Prophet told us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that my successors, my immediate successors, will be rightly guided. Number one, not because they knew it, not because they claimed it, not because the Muslims appointed them. No, it's because. Listen, Isa, let me finish. I'm finishing right now. Okay. It is because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us from Revelation, and what the Prophet told us in Ahkam, we believe it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ Surah An-Najm. That Muhammad does not speak from his desires, rather he speaks from Revelation. So we believe from Revelation he told us, my successors, immediate successors, who will govern for 30 years, are rightly guided. Now, why are they rightly guided? Because they are the ones who governed for 30 years after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now go on.
Right. So, because you quoted two hadith.
Yes.
The second hadith, can you re-quote that? Because the first one you said, follow my sunnah and the sunnah of the Khulafa Rashideen.
Yes.
And do you agree with the last part which says, bite onto it with your back teeth?
Yes.
So that's the correct part of it, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So the second part is, the second one, the second hadith?
Second hadith is my khulafa, my rightly guided khulafa will be for 30 years after me.
Have you got it in Arabic?
Yes. I'll pull it out.
No, just say it.
I don't want to misquote it. I can pull it out now.
I just want to say, does it say rightly guided?
Yes. Khulafa.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So we have this evidence from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
But here's the problem. The problem. Going back to the discussion with the brother who's left. The whole point is, as somebody who's converting to Islam, he's got the Sunni position and the Shia position. Okay?
And what is the Shia position?
Hold on, let me finish. I'll let you talk, brother. Let's say he's presented with this issue. These four are rightly guided.
Yes.
The fourth one is knowledgeable, and he chooses to not give bayah immediately to the first one. Do you not agree that would cause an issue with somebody trying to study which one's right and which one's wrong?
Very good question. A very valid and a good question that may cause confusion in a lot of people's minds. Our response to that question is that Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh was a very sincere man. He did not give into pressure. He did not speak unless he believed in it. Okay? And he did not give his bay'ah to Abu Bakr radiallahu anh for 6 months because he did not believe that was the right thing to do until he started to believe that it is the right thing to do. And when he started to believe that it is the right thing to do, he gave his bay'ah to Abu Bakr radiallahu anh. Now there are 2 points here. 2 points. Let me finish my point. Number one is Ali did not give his bay'ah for 6 months.
Okay.
Although there are reports in Imam Suyuti's Tariq al-Khulafa that he gave bay'ah immediately straight away. Okay, not in Saqifa, not Saqifa. I don't have a problem with not accepting it. I don't have a problem. I'm willing to stand by the 6 months hadith which is in Bukhari.
There's
no contradiction, by the way. He gave bay'ah after straight away, and then he reconfirmed.
To cut the argument, what I do is to cut the argument. Yeah, I don't even argue the first position. I go straight to 6 months. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. 6 months. Okay. Because what happens is when you claim that Ali radiallahu anh gave bay'ah immediately, it prolongs the argument. Okay.
No,
so let's cut the argument. I'll go straight to 6 months. Wait. Isa,
let me just clarify. He brought up the issue. He was allowed to speak.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that.
Yeah.
In the same hadith in Bukhari, the Sahaba who narrates it says at the end, and he never gave bay'ah before.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So immediately his point is in the bin.
Okay.
And the point you're making and the point I'm making is still established.
No problem.
So we deal with
6 months.
Okay.
Now Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh did not give his bay'ah for 6 months.
Yes.
Let's agree on that. He did not give his bay'ah for 6 months. My view is, based upon the second point, that Ali did give his bay'ah after 6 months. Right? And when he gave his bay'ah, I believe he was a sincere man giving his bay'ah to a man he believed to be his leader. He was not doing Taqiyaah. I'm not attacking straw man here, but I'm covering all the responses.
Okay.
He was not doing Taqiyaah. He was not under pressure. He was not trying to benefit the ummah by giving bay'ah to a munafiq or a usurper or someone who took his right from him. Okay, Ali sincerely believed that Abu Bakr deserves his bay'ah. That's why Ali bin Abi Talib gave his bay'ah to Abu Bakr after 6 months.
So can I
right?
ask this thing?
No, yeah, you can go on.
Okay, so 6 months is quite a long time.
Yes.
6 months is half a year.
Yeah, it can take.
That's fine. That's fine.
It can take
What
6
knowledge-
months for a person to think.
Hear what I'm saying? Imam Ali is one of the top Sahaba according to Sunniism.
Yes,
How is
indeed.
it that the other Sahaba, who were much less than him, gave bay'ah, but he delayed it, which would cause a split or fitna amongst the Muslims?
There
understand?
were Sahaba a lot more learned and important than Ali bin Abi Talib who gave bay'ah to Abu
Like
Bakr,
who?
Umar, Abu Ubaidah bin
I'm not
Jarrah.
talking about them.
Wait. Umar is a man, we believe, the Sunnis,
Yeah.
about whom the Prophet ﷺ said that if...
No, we know that. We're talking about the
yeah,
four-
yeah, yeah.
the first
Who's
four,
Umar?
first
Wait.
four.
Who's Umar? It's
Bro,
Buk-
the
Again,
first
Bukhari. Come to Bukhari.
But listen.
Yeah.
We were talking about the first four.
Yes.
Do you agree
Yeah.
in the Sunni ideology?
Yeah.
You have Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali.
Yes,
as
are
the highest.
four rightly guided
No, but
Khulafa.
outside of the Khulafa,
Yes,
they're the best.
they are the high. They are the best
They're the
companions.
best.
Yes.
Right. So I'm saying.
But when we say best, they are the topmost, and then we have Ashara Mubashara, and then we have Ashabul Badr, and then we have Ashabul Shajar, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He states in the Quran that those who gave bay'ah under the tree, believers, Allah is pleased with them.
Wait. This is what I'm saying. He's already answered that. This is the bit I was going to ask him on the side from that. So I just want to know, what was the thing that Imam Ali learned within the 6 months that made him decide, you know what, I'm going to fall in line with the rest of the Muslims and give him bay'ah after 6 months, because that's a long time.
Right.
I'm saying, if
Right.
you've been fighting with Abu Bakr before,
Okay.
doing all these things
Good
with Abu
point.
Bakr,
Good point.
he heard, hold
Good
on.
point.
He's
Yeah.
heard all the hadith you quote about Abu Bakr being,
Right.
if you put the Iman of the Ummah on one side and Abu Bakr on the other, all of these hadith, Imam Ali knows them. You lot know them. Imam Ali still, the first day, the first week, the second week, all of this time is going by, Muslims are fighting, all of this stuff, they're not amongst themselves, but fighting other people. And I'm saying to you very simply, if according to you, it was sincere, he wasn't doing Taqiyaah, what did he learn about Abu Bakr that made him?
There are two options.
Yeah.
First of all,
Okay.
let us determine two options.
Okay.
Ali gave his bay'ah
Yes.
6 months later, or he did not give his bay'ah. Which one is it for you?
Let's say he did.
No, not let's say.
Okay,
What do you
yes,
believe?
yes, he did.
You believe that? You believe that?
In the sense of
Yeah.
to guide the Muslims, but not because
Okay.
he believed he was rightly guided.
The question is, did he give bay'ah to Abu Bakr?
Yes.
He did.
In that
Right.
form, yes.
Okay. Now
need to clarify.
there are two things here. Either Ali bin Abi Talib is sincere in his bay'ah. Bay'ah, you know what bay'ah means in Islam?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It basically is a contract.
Unconditional submission to the Amir. Right? Okay. Yes. That's what bay'ah means in Islam. Okay.
I know what you mean, but
yeah,
no.
yeah. Okay.
It
okay.
can never mean unconditional.
Unconditional means that
could never be
conditions are
unconditional.
Quran and Sunnah, man. That's what I mean.
Brother,
Okay.
I know what the word unconditional means.
Yes. Yeah.
And the only people that get unconditional bay'ah,
Yeah.
Allah the Rasul and those chosen by Allah. That's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So unless you're telling me Abu Bakr is chosen by Allah,
When I say
Allah.
unconditional within the boundaries of Islam, Quran and Sunnah.
now you add something to it, that's right.
Yeah, this is what I meant. Okay.
Okay.
Now, or
And
the
that even
first,
helps me. Thank you very much.
the first option is that Ali bin Abi Talib gave bay'ah to Abu Bakr. Okay. Or he was actually pretending to give bay'ah when he didn't actually give bay'ah to Abu Bakr.
Okay.
Which one is it?
I'll
Did he
answer
give bay'ah
that.
sincerely
Hold on.
or insincerely?
I'll give
No,
you.
he's not a pretender.
I'll give him what the Sahaba said. The wonderful Sahaba said, during the life of Fatima alayhi salam, Ali used to receive kind faces from the Muslims. Then when she died, they turned away from him. It says, then he sought to give bay'ah. So the answer to your question has already been answered by a Sahaba, which gives you the reason why. Which
Okay.
was, if he's an imam guiding the Muslims.
Right.
And the people were showing him a kind face because Fatima is alive. But when Fatima alayhi salam passed away, they turned away from him. How can he guide the Muslims
Okay.
unless he give bay'ah? So then it says,
Okay.
when he gave bay'ah, they said, you've done the right thing.
Okay.
Now he can continue to teach.
Good points. Did
Do you agree
Ali?
with that? Do
Did
you agree
Ali
with
know?
that? Do you agree
Did,
with the hadith? What I just quoted. Do you
I don't know
agree with
where is it.
that? That's the same one in Bukhari. Same
Where
one.
is it? Which
one?
The same one. The
What?
same one we're
Pull-
talking
pull
about.
it out, pull it out.
6 months.
What?
Yes,
6
sir.
months.
Say that.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
read
see.
it. Read
Can you read
it.
it?
Get it.
Read it.
Of the hadith will destroy you,
No,
bro.
bring it down, bring it.
Okay.
So confident that
Yeah, bring it.
Let's read the
Let's
hadith.
read the hadith.
Let's read the
that
hadith.
he's mentioning.
Yes.
Okay. Let's read the hadith.
Okay. It was
So
noted
you've
by
never heard
Aisha.
this?
Okay.
It was about Aisha.
Yes.
That her father Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, entered upon Ali bin Abi Talib.
Yes.
After he requested a meeting with him.
Okay.
Ali bin Abi Talib recited the tashahhud.
That's not the one. That's not the hadith.
That's a hadith 6 months.
But it's in Bukhari.
That's a hadith Bukhari.
That's not the one. I'll tell you what it begins with.
Okay.
That's a hadith of 6 months.
That's not the one.
So you want to choose one hadith and ignore all the
No,
others?
you're not listening.
Isa,
The one
which
which
hadith
hadith
were you talking
I'll tell you. The one which begins.
Can we read this one?
Okay.
Yeah, read.
Yeah, it's in Bukhari.
Read.
Okay.
It's in Bukhari.
It's in Bukhari, man.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's
Isa.
fine. I'll wait to read both of them. What I'm saying. So I'm
Bring it
gonna
out there, bring it out.
Come on.
Come on, man. If you, no, you mentioned this is a hadith.
Bring your hadith out, we'll read it.
Wait. I'm saying.
Where is your evidence? Show him.
we are talking about
Where's your
listening.
evidence?
Stop.
Show him.
We can talk. We can talk.
Wait.
We're talking about hadith in 6 months. This is the hadith.
Read this one, Abdul Hamid.
Okay, shall I read it?
Can you
Let
read
me
this?
say two. Just let me say one
Let
sentence.
him read this.
One sentence. I'm going to say one sentence, then you go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
It begins with the Taqiyaah, the incident of the Fadak. That's what it begins with. You know that hadith? Yes. Okay. So that hadith is the one I'm referring to.
Okay.
I don't mind if you bring any other hadith.
Okay.
Do you know this hadith I'm talking about?
Yes.
He knows the hadith. Does it say what I said it says?
Can we read
Hold
this?
on.
Yeah.
Does it say what I say it says?
Okay, first.
Yes or no?
Listen. Fadak is a separate issue.
No. But it begins with that.
No, it doesn't. Fadak, listen, let's not go to Fadak. Let's stick to this.
No.
What is Fadak? What was the issue?
Listen
Yeah.
Don't let me go.
You're not listening. I'm saying the hadith.
Don't go there.
Brother, you're
Hadith
not-
6 months.
Can we read this quickly
you're
and
not
cut
listening.
the argument?
No,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. Can you
I'm
read,
not-
read
Stop
it itself?
interrupting. What's wrong with you?
No, but you said your point, but let's read the hadith.
You said you're going to say one sentence and you're going to let's read the
Because then
hadith.
you went astray. This is
give
what
me
I'm saying.
khutbah now, Isa.
Wait. I'm saying the hadith is not all about fadr.
Okay.
It goes on to exactly
No
what I
problem.
said.
We can read
You
afterwards.
understand?
Okay,
Brilliant.
we can read.
Okay, good.
Alright,
Can you read this hadith?
So Ali bin Abi Talib recited the tashahhud. Then he said, Abu Bakr, we acknowledge your virtue and what Allah has given you. We do not envy you for any favor that Allah has bestowed upon you. But you did it without consulting us. Wait, continue, wait. And we thought that we had the right to be consulted because of our kinship with the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He kept speaking to Abu Bakr, and to Abu Bakr's eyes was filled with tears. MashaAllah, it sounded like a real wujud, Abu Bakr.
No,
He was crying.
Continue. Just read.
Don't
Leave the commentary. Leave the commentary.
Okay, he
Just
was
read.
crying.
Yeah.
When Abu Bakr spoke, he said, by the one in whose hand is my soul, with the Messenger of Allah, the people, the kinship, those, the family of Muhammad are more dear to me than my own family, my people. As for this dispute that occurred between me
he didn't consult
and you,
them.
wait.
Bruv, how long is this thing, man?
Wait, hang on. It's almost finished. Relax.
Okay, come on.
I know you get agitated.
It's not that, 'cause I wanna get to that
This
one.
hadith destroys
That's what
everything
you
you
think,
say about.
but we just
Abu
refuted
Bakr.
it.
Wait.
If they're so dear,
Let me finish.
If they're so dear, why did you
Why don't you let him finish?
Let me finish
Just
the
one-
hadith.
because he said it's smashed.
Let's
Less than a minute,
finish
let's
the
finish.
hadith.
Let him finish.
Let me finish the hadith.
Let him finish.
Please.
Go ahead.
Yeah. As for this dispute that occurred between me and you concerning these properties, I have not deviated.
Concerning what?
Concerning these properties.
Fadak.
Fadak, yeah. I have not
Why are you laughing?
deviated.
Wait, stop there. Why are you laughing?
No.
Because when I mentioned
Which property?
Fadak,
Which property is it?
Fadak, you said leave Fadak, and the hadith is about Fadak.
Yes, because the
So is
hadith
that why you're laughing? Is that why you're laughing?
I'm laughing because
Yeah.
when I was saying it begins with Fadak.
Yeah.
He doesn't begin with Fadak.
Yeah, but we didn't deny it. We didn't deny it. When did we say that's not true?
You're not listening.
Oh, you're laughing for no
You
reason.
said you didn't want me to
Continue.
continue.
We're going to ignore that.
Okay, properties. I have not deviated from the right path regarding them, and I have not given up something that I saw. Abu Bakr is saying this. I have not given up something that I saw the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do with them. Rather, I have done it too. So he said,
with what, the land?
with the land, yes.
With the land.
Okay.
Okay,
So
the property.
Ali said
Yes.
to Abu Bakr, listen,
He said nearly finished.
your appointment for my oath, my bayah, is this afternoon.
Allahu Akbar.
When Abu Bakr prayed Dhuhr, he ascended the minbar, recited the shahud, and spoke of Ali and his delay in swearing the bayah and the excuse he had given. Then he prayed for his forgiveness, and Ali bin Talib recited the shahud and spoke highly of Abu Bakr and said that what he has done was not due to jealousy of Abu Bakr or a refusal to accept the favor that Allah has been done. And then he gave his bayah, and the Muslims were pleased with this and said, you have done the right thing. Then the Muslims,
I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it.
then the Muslims came
It's antiseptic medicine. It's antiseptic.
Wait.
It's antiseptic. It is antiseptic medicine, I know.
Can you
Oh no,
repeat- can you
I know it burns.
repeat
It burns.
Brother, wait,
It burns.
Wait a minute. Wait
Truth,
a minute.
truth burns.
Brother, listen.
Okay, now Isa, my question to you. Isa, do you believe this or do you deny this?
Let him finish. Let him reread it.
Isa, you're using Bukhari against me. Do you believe this or deny this?
Let him reread what, because the brother interrupted, unfortunately. Can you reread the bit where
The
he...
brother just got
Ali
burnt.
ibn Abi Talib recited the tashahhud and spoke highly of Abu Bakr and said that what he has done was not due to jealousy, meaning the reason he didn't give bayah, yeah? Okay? It was not due to jealousy of Abu Bakr.
You start at the beginning.
Or a refusal to accept the favor that Allah had bestowed upon him.
Which was the Khalifa.
Which was the Khilafah. Yes.
That's what I said. Let him read it out.
He acknowledged
Isa,
that Abu Bakr was the one that got the Khalif. He acknowledged.
Did you hear that?
Khalas, end
He's
of.
contradicting him.
End of the hadith.
Okay, how?
You just smashed him.
How?
You just...
The hadith smashed you.
David, I know his guys. I know. You're saying Khilafah was bestowed by Allah, right? Is that the point you're gonna make? Okay, then what is it then? Well, yeah. How many times do you want him to read
Make your
it?
point.
A minute ago, you wanted him to stop.
Who? I didn't.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Isa, get to your point.
Read that last bit
Isa,
out.
you know you're in trouble, right?
Oh, let's see. The last bit, where it says about the divine bestowal and so on.
Okay, he recited the
Isa, you know, thousands of people want to see what you look like.
He said the reason why he didn't give bayah was not because of jealousy of Abu Bakr or a refusal
good-looking guy.
to accept the favor that Allah had bestowed upon him. Yeah, but we thought that we should have the share in the matter.
A share, okay.
In the matter,
Right.
yes.
That's another issue.
Yes.
When it says share in the matter, is
Isa,
that,
no, wait. Isa, before you go to
Listen,
tangent,
listen.
is it, do you accept this content or do you reject it? Simple question.
if I accept it, it's on Taqiyaah.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ali bin Abi
No,
Talib, the line of Allah.
The line of Allah.
The line of
He's
Allah.
lying.
Haydar, wait. Haydar radiallahu anhu.
Stop.
Okay, the fighter,
Chill out.
the one, wait.
No.
It's my turn
No,
now.
it's not. How's it your turn when the man just read paragraph after paragraph and it's your turn?
Abdul Hamid,
This guy dropped.
stop. Complete
The man
silence.
just read paragraph after paragraph and it's your turn.
Okay.
What kind of foolishness is that?
No, this is evidence. We were reading
You're
because
not listening.
you
You're
kept
not listening.
you were.
He just read.
Isa.
I was bringing a hadith.
Isa.
Wait. He said he's going to read the hadith. He read a hadith.
Stand by Taqiyaah.
Wait, hold on.
No one has to Taqiyaah.
Wait.
No one's scared of you.
I said it's either Taqiyaah.
You're not, but Ali
From my
thought he was.
perspective.
Ali
You
thought he
understand?
was.
I want to talk about your perspective.
Let's
You
go.
believe Ali was doing Taqiyaah?
We're going to deal with my perspective.
Yes.
I'm not going to budge from it. Watch me.
Okay.
You understand?
Taqiyaah.
Brother, I want to wait. I want to examine. How many bit-
Let him finish.
Yeah, you monkey. Get out of here.
No. Don't use those insults.
The
Yeah.
man just comes called
Okay. Well, why are you calling him monkey?
You're not listening. A
Why are
monkey
you
in the
calling him
Quran is what? In the Quran, what's a monkey?
That's not good.
In the Quran, what's a monkey? In the Quran, what's a monkey?
Look at here. We're talking. Akhi, we're talking.
In the Quran, what's a monkey?
Isa, continue.
Have you heard me call Sahaba? Have you heard me call Sahaba? Exactly, so don't tell me that rubbish.
Okay, Isa, continue.
You haven't heard me call Sahaba.
Continue.
Shut up.
Who do you follow?
Taqiyaah.
Who do you follow?
You follow Imam.
Who's your man? He said if you're
Taqiyaah.
we have respect for you. We don't curse Sahaba, we don't curse Sahaba.
What I want to do, because I think this brother has done me a big favor by bringing this hadith.
Go away.
So what I want to do
Go away.
is go through both.
Well, I'm not from Syria. We don't know.
Brothers, you want to argue, you can go on the side and argue. Brother,
he's
you
the
want
one
to take
that
him?
came in. He's the one that came in, bro. Be fair, yeah?
I'm talking to him. I want to have a discussion with
Brother,
you.
he's the one that came in.
Okay,
Be
Isa,
fair.
continue.
Be fair, yeah? I'm saying what I would like to do is go through that hadith and the other hadith, both of them, because they both unite. But the thing I wanted to ask him, where does it say 6 months in the hadith he quoted?
It's a separate hadith in Bukhari.
No, bruv.
Okay.
The man stood there telling me, like, this is 6 months. This
How
is
do we
6
read
months.
Bukhari?
Wait, no, hold on. The man stood there telling me, this is the one 6 months. He read the whole thing after all of that and no mention of 6 months. So I'm saying...
Because there's another hadith in Bukhari.
Brother, I know, that's the one I wanted him to read out.
Yes.
So how come all of a sudden you're reading out all of this evidence
Fine.
and you don't have the evidence
This
you're talking
hadith
about?
gives the context as
Brother, I'm not
to
lying.
why there was a disagreement between
Brother,
Abu
I know.
Bakr and Ali bin Abi Talib.
Step by step.
The hadith acknowledges it and it clarifies
Brother, I know.
there is a discussion
Brother,
that took place between
6
Ali and Abu
months. Try and focus
Bakr.
on the 6 months part.
You're saying it's Taqiyaah.
Brother, wait.
Yeah.
I'm not moving from that, but I'm saying go in
Let's talk
order.
about that. Why we dancing around the ring?
Look, we started this reading,
Yeah.
this long reading, to talk about the 6 months.
Now I want to get to the crux of the matter because that's what I want to get to. The question, Isa, the question I asked you, Isa, was, did Ali give bayah? You said yes. 6 months later he did. Okay. Okay. Now I want to ask, was he sincere or not? You just answered my question. You said he was doing Taqiyaah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. No, that's the matter. That's the crux.
Not the crux.
That is the crux.
That's not the crux. That's the crux.
Zakaria, you're not helping us. Please.
I'm not helping.
Please. Akhi, no, Akhi. Well, let me talk to them. Akhi, let me talk to them. Can you take? Let me take the brother away.
Jinn come and inspire the shaitan to come and interrupt. Look at this control. The guy's mad. All I'm saying is, let's deal with the 6 months.
Can we go to the crux of the matter?
No. What you're doing is, you're trying to run from this. Where's the 6 months hadith?
Listen. That's it.
Oh my.
Find it.
Oh my head.
We'll read it.
Exactly, read the 6 months. He wants it and he doesn't want to show it.
He's saying when was it?
He read all of that.
Okay. Can you calm down?
We both agree.
Can we calm down?
What's the relevance?
No, it's relevant. It's relevant to our discussion. Find it. 6 months.
The relevance is
6 months.
It's going to reflect.
Wait, calm down.
That's the relevance.
Calm down.
We'll quote it then. He read it and then closed his phone.
Okay, wait.
No. What I'm saying is,
Isa, can you calm down? Isa, can you calm down?
All right. Here's what I'm saying.
Brother, can you go away from here? We're talking.
All I'm saying.
Yeah. Take the brother away, please.
Okay. All I'm saying is, let's go.
Akhi, okay, no problem.
All I'm saying is, let's go.
Can you calm down? Stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Brother.
Can you take this brother away, please?
So don't pretend I'm agitated.
So no, you're not. I'm not saying this.
What I'm saying to you.
Wait. Can we have some regulations? I want this discussion to be fruitful. Okay?
Me too.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is, respect the fact that the first thing you should have been talking about was the 6 months hadith, correct?
I accept it.
No. You're not listening.
Yeah.
The whole hadith was my point.
Okay.
I was making a point from the hadith.
Okay.
He said his one is 6 months. It doesn't mention it at all. Okay. Do you understand? So it's only fair. I'm not running from the Taqiyaah point. I'm saying let's go back to that hadith, then we come to this. Fair?
Okay. Now, no problem. Read the hadith.
The whole discussion between
Isa, can you not be provoked? Isa, someone farts and you get provoked. Why?
Are you saying he farts?
No.
Are you saying his mouth?
I'm just giving an example. Someone sneezes and you go on a tangent. Okay? Stay on the topic. I'm saying, no, look. You know what I mean. You know, it's a joke. You know what I mean, yeah? I'm not saying he did this or he did that. I'm saying someone sneezes and you go on a tangent. Okay?
No, it's not someone. He's the one reading the hadith.
Right. Okay. Now, Bukhari is a collection of different reports. There are 7,000 reports.
We know this. Don't give us a speech. They can Wikipedia this. Let's just stick to the most basic conversation. Yo, can you Who? It's your guy. Don't blame anyone else but him.
I'm not into men. I don't have a guy.
He's your brethren.
I have a wife.
He's your brethren. He's your brethren. Here you go.
Brothers,
turn it Majnun. Please. Yeah, take him over there, please.
Yeah, okay. Now,
I think he has a hadith. I don't know why he doesn't want to read it. So I'm trying to... Okay. So we waited all that time.
We'll continue when the camera turns. Brother, turn this way. Ignore that. Because that's a tangent. Okay. Right.
Do you remember where we were?
Yeah.
Where we were.
So now we're going to do Taqiyaah. We're going to talk about Taqiyaah.
Brother, no.
Ali's Taqiyaah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
We agreed on the 6 months, yes?
Yes.
Right, so I'm saying that hadith fully, I was quoting stuff from it.
Okay, what's your point? Yeah.
I'm saying we were discussing the issue. We have to return back to that issue.
What is the issue?
Do you remember or not?
What is the issue?
Do you or not?
No, I asked you that we're discussing 6 months, right? And I asked you a question. Do you believe Ali was sincere? That was my point. That was the crux. And you said, no.
He didn't mean the hadith.
Okay. What was the crux? What was the crux? In case you later on claim that we went on a tangent.
You did go on a tangent because you didn't ask.
What's the crux? What are we discussing? What are we discussing?
We're discussing my simple question.
Yes.
Which is, what did Imam Ali learn within the 6 months that he did not know before about Abu Bakr?
I'm not discussing that.
So what were we discussing before?
I'm discussing whether Ali was sincere in his bayah that he gave him in 6 months or not. I'm discussing that. Are you willing to discuss that?
No, because the whole point of it.
Are you willing to discuss that?
After we discuss what we were originally discussing.
Okay. So you don't want to discuss whether Ali was sincere or not?
Afterwards.
Okay.
Afterwards. He's sincere to Allah. But let's deal with this after.
How can he be sincere to Allah when he's in Taqiyaah? Taqiyaah, the way you guys claim Ali did Taqiyaah, it wasn't even from Allah. It wasn't even from Allah. Allah did not command to be a hypocrite. Allah did not command to have one face for the people, have another for your family. Come on. Allah did not command that.
Here's the hadith.
Yeah.
Because he said it was going to be a 6-month hadith he's quoting. He didn't quote it. So I'm going to give you the point I made, which was at the end of the hadith that he should have quoted. The Sahaba says, and he did not give bayah before. You understand?
Yes.
So
I accept that. So why are you going on? Why are you going on about that? Why?
I'm telling you why.
Yeah.
Because it relates to my question.
What is your question?
Before you run off to Taqiyaah, that this particular Sahaba gave the reason why he gave bayah. Wait.
Do you mind moving there?
I wouldn't want it to move there.
No, because they're making noise. Let's move there. Sorry, guys. We're gonna move there.
You see how lenient I am? When you wanted to move, I don't mind moving. When I said move,
that's good about
you're bloody moaning.
Okay.
Right. So let me remind you, where's Mr. Content?
Now it's better because no one's
Brilliant,
got
beautiful.
the,
Okay. So, because you've forgotten the point, I'll remind you.
Yeah.
You asked me about the bayah issue with Imam Ali. I said the Sahaba is the one who answers your question.
And what's the answer?
I'm giving you.
What is the answer?
And the answer is where the Sahaba said, during the life of Fatima when she was alive, Imam Ali used to receive kind faces, good faces from the people. Okay? But the brother refused. Wait. The brother refused to read it out. And then when she passed away, the people turned away from him.
Right.
The Sahaba then says, then he sought to give bayah.
Okay.
So my point is, never mind what I have to say.
Your point clear.
Wait, no, let me finish. My point is, you can't say I'm astray, misguided, accusing Ali of Taqiyaah. When the Sahaba gives the reason, it's because the people turned away. Do you understand?
I got it. I got the point.
Okay.
Now, did the Sahaba say that Ali, when he gave his bayah to Abu Bakr, eventually when he did, right, that, and you choose to ignore the hadith which the brother read earlier about Abu Bakr and Ali talking to each other, right? Okay. Right, no problem. So you take it into consideration.
I am.
And now we know that Ali and Abu Bakr, they made up, and you're claiming in that making up between the two brothers, Ali was doing Taqiyaah.
No. Listen carefully. I'll say it again. The Sahaba says...
I've got the point.
No, you haven't because you're missing it. The Sahaba, when he says, then he sought to give bayah,
right,
you can say it refers to that conversation.
Okay.
I'm saying to you, I can't say every part of that conversation is authentic or whatever. He cried, whichever bit.
Okay.
But if the brother was here, then we would use it to refute you because it talks about his divine...
Let's make it simple. Isa, did Ali, to you, give bayah to Abu Bakr 6 months later or not? Simple question.
He gave, let's say, the bayah for the people to see, or in that way.
So was he sincere in his bayah, or was he sincere in his bayah wholeheartedly, or was he doing Taqiyaah?
What do you mean by Taqiyaah?
Taqiyaah is when you do one thing and you mean another. No. That's Taqiyaah.
Lying. No, I wouldn't say Taqiyaah. What he did was, he gave allegiance, so to speak, so that he could guide the Muslims.
So you don't stand by the Taqiyaah point anymore? You said
No, I
Taqiyaah.
stand, brother. I'm standing by that, as in he gave bayah. As the Sahaba says, why don't you listen? The Sahaba says the reason why.
Right.
So are you opposing the Sahaba now?
Okay.
No, are you opposing the Sahaba?
No, I'm not.
So when the Sahaba says, it's because the Muslims turned away from him that he gave bayah.
Isa, did Ali do Taqiyaah or not?
No, you're not listening.
Yeah.
Does the Sahaba's words indicate Taqiyaah, yes or no?
Why is it so difficult? No, it doesn't.
Wallahi,
it does
okay,
not.
what does it mean?
Wallahi, it does
what
not.
What does it mean?
Taqiyaah means you have one thing inside and another outside. That's Taqiyaah.
Brother, you're not listening.
That's Taqiyaah. Yeah.
What does the Sahaba's word indicate?
Let's assume those words are true. The brother's looking for the hadith, so we're going to read it.
So you don't know the hadith?
Well, no, I don't. I'm not all knowing. When did I claim that I know? I've memorized Bukhari. I've read it. I've read it. But when did I claim I've memorized Bukhari?
Okay.
Wait. Can you come back?
No, because
they're looking for the hadith. You're looking for the hadith until they find it. If it's in Bukhari. If it's in Bukhari. Okay. He's not. He's looking.
No, because he's been looking for too long. He's seen it already. He's seen it.
No.
He knows it. Bro, it's in Wikipedia, bro. They quote the thing and give you the reference in Wikipedia.
Isa, you claimed earlier that Ali was doing Taqiyaah. Let's talk about
And that's why I asked you about your definition of it.
Okay.
And I
told you what I mean by Taqiyaah.
Right, and I'm saying to you,
Yes.
rather than go down the line, which uses the common Shia Taqiyaah term.
Yes, I know. I know it's difficult.
Wait.
I know
I'm
your
going to
position
use
is
the
very difficult to
Sahaba.
sustain.
I know you're scared. Because when
I'm scared.
Let me tell
Do I
you
look
why.
scared?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Do I
why.
look scared? Do I
Let me
have
tell
any
you
signs
why.
of fear?
Yes,
You're the
you
one
do.
covering your face.
Yeah, why?
You're the one standing behind the camera.
Have you
not
seen
me.
my face? Have you seen my face?
I know what you look like. You're a good-looking guy.
Wait. So if you know what I look like, what am I scared of?
You're scared of people seeing you.
Hold on.
I'm not the one scared.
You're
I'm
not
putting my
listening.
face out there.
Why am I
See
scared?
me. These
No.
are my views.
Well, how does that make me scared? Because I don't want to be on camera. How does that mean I'm scared?
Why wouldn't you be on the camera?
Wait, is that the only option? Because I'm scared.
No.
Okay.
No.
Could it be?
But you're accusing. It's ironic that you're accusing me of
being scared of the information.
And you're the one covering your face.
But what difference? Would that change information?
No.
Exactly. So why bring it up then? You look how ridiculous
Okay.
your argument
No.
is. Exactly. So your argument's stupid. Right. So
Taqiyaah. Taqiyaah.
Right. So I'm saying to you,
Stick to the point.
because of your wiggly wobbly nature in your arguing. In arguing. I thought it's best.
By the way, sorry.
Wait, let me talk. So my point is, hold on, wait. Rather than use your line of Taqiyaah arguing, which springs off in the mind of Sunnis, oh, they're liars and so on, and accuse Ali of so on, it's so simple for me to just say, a Sahaba said. Because then if you disagree, you now disagree with the
A
Sahaba.
Sahaba said what?
I'll say it for you again. Please pay attention.
Yes.
The Sahaba said,
Yes.
while Fatima alayhi salam was alive,
Yes.
the general Muslims who
Yes.
were Sahaba
Yes.
used to show kind faces towards him.
Yes.
When she died, they turned away from him.
Right.
Then he
Yes.
sought to give bay'ah.
So you're saying, Sahaba are saying he was not actually sincere in his bay'ah.
I'm saying,
Right.
what do you say it says?
It
What do you
says,
understand by that?
let's assume the report is in Bukhari and it's Sahih. Let's assume.
Has
Wait,
anyone got internet?
I'm making it easy for you. I'm making it easy for you, right? Let's assume it's true. Let's assume. The report simply indicates
Yes.
that people were kind to Ali when Fatima was alive, and when she passed away, radiallahu anha,
Yes.
they became unkind. And because of that unkindness, Ali was pressured, and he gave bay'ah to Abu Bakr. This is all what the report is saying.
Because he was pressured.
This is all.
Brilliant,
It doesn't say
Stop,
Ali
stop,
was
stop,
actually
stop,
pretending to give bay'ah to Abu Bakr.
You said
but
pressured.
He didn't
You
actually
said
give
pressured.
bay'ah to Abu
Hold on,
Bakr.
wait. So if he was pressured,
Yes.
if you're pressured into doing something,
The hadith doesn't say that.
wait, you just said that. So we're going about what you say.
It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I say. The report doesn't say that.
Don't jump. You just said.
You can clearly be seen by people going around the ring and not dealing with the crux of the matter. You know it is impossible to
Why you
sustain
jumping?
Taqiyaah on the
You
part
said
of Ali bin Abi Talib.
What's-
You know it's
what's the
impossible to
reason for
sustain.
Taqiyaah?
That's why you don't want to talk about it.
I
You don't want to
am
talk about
We're
it.
talking about
Let's talk
pressure.
about Taqiyaah then.
Okay.
You are
Taqiyaah,
saying
wait.
Ali did Taqiyaah when he gave
Wait,
bay'ah
wait.
to Abu Bakr.
Let's
You
do-
are saying
Let's do a
Astaghfirullah.
Taqiyaah in the Quran.
Okay.
What's Taqiyaah in the Quran?
Taqiyaah is not mentioned in the Quran.
No, what is the circumstance that you can say
How can
something?
you do-
Wait,
How
come
can
on.
you do Taqiyaah on something
Wait.
Allah has given you?
Wait. Let the
Allah
man
has given you,
talk.
how can you do Taqiyaah on something?
In the Quran, is there a circumstance where a Muslim can say something outward that he doesn't believe?
Does the Quran say that you can give bay'ah?
You can
to-
say something
you can give
outward.
bay'ah to a kafir?
Wait. Didn't say
That's the
kafir.
Quran.
We didn't say. No, I haven't said that. I haven't said Abu Bakr.
No, I'm not
kafir.
mentioning you. I'm not
Right,
mentioning you.
so-
Okay,
wait.
but
Why are you running away from the point? You said pressure.
Does the Quran say you can give
Okay,
bay'ah
let me ask
to
you
a
a question.
usurper?
If someone's
an
pressured,
oppressor?
wait. If someone's pressured to give shahada, is it shahada? Is it accepted or not?
Sorry.
If somebody is pressured to give shahada,
Yeah.
all right, let me turn it the other way. If a Sahaba is pressured to say they believe in a false God, is that accepted as in worshiping that false God or not?
You are talking about
Yes or
Ammar
no?
bin
Just
Yasir.
yes or no?
Yes, Ammar bin Yasir, when he
Is
was
he a Muslim
pressured
or not?
and the Quran's verse was revealed.
No, just
that,
yes or no?
Listen, I'm answering your question. The verse of the Quran where it says that those who believe, unless they are forced,
That's a
there
pressure.
is no...
Is pressure
there's-
force?
Yeah, okay.
Is
Now,
pressure force?
We're talking about coercion,
Is
right?
pressure force?
No.
It's not.
No. Not to accept kufr. Not to accept oppression.
No. Yes.
And
this
I
is it.
believe Ali bin
Is
Abi Talib was
pressure
not a
force?
mouse. He was not a chick.
No, we don't
He
wanna
was
go over there.
not-
We don't wanna go over
He
there.
was
No,
not
no.
a coward. Rather,
This
he
guy can't
was.
find the hadith.
Adnan,
He doesn't want to read the
The
hadith.
Quran refutes their notion
Yeah.
of Taqiyaah.
That's right.
What do you mean their notion?
It does.
In Surah
Their
Baqarah,
notion.
verse
What do you mean their
159,
notion?
Allah says those who conceal the truth that has been given to them are cursed by Allah.
Thank you.
Those who conceal
Thank
the
you.
truth.
Surah
Those who
Baqarah
conceal.
159.
Let's
Those who
read
conceal the
it. Let's read it.
And what does that have to do with Taqiyaah?
Wait.
are cursed by Allah.
Yes.
Exactly. So why do
Okay, who
you Sunnis conceal the truth about?
Isa.
When do you like ever tell us?
Isa.
When do you
Was
Sunnis?
Ali appointed by Allah
When do
to
you
you?
Sunnis?
Was Ali appointed by Allah? Was yes or no?
When do you
Was
Sunnis?
Ali appointed?
Not to you.
Ali,
Come on,
last.
Don't interrupt.
Why is he appointed
When
by
do
Allah,
you
yes or no?
Sunnis? When do you Sunnis?
I'll bring him to that.
When do you Sunnis ever tell an inquirer about Islam that Umar bin Khattab refused to write down what the Prophet commanded to be write down on the
Tangent.
Thursday?
Completely
You're not
different
listening.
topic.
You said
Completely
conceal.
different.
No,
You want
it's
to discuss
not.
that?
You quoted the verse.
You want to talk about
I'll tell
that?
you what, stop.
You want to talk about
You said
that?
about those who conceal. Yes? Did you quote
Conceal
the
what?
verse? You just said
What did
those who
Umar
the
conceal
truth.
from the
Wait,
people?
Stop. I said
Yes.
you can. Let me say it again.
Yeah.
You quoted this verse about those who conceal. Yes? And hide and so on. So I said, if somebody's making an inquiry about Islam,
Yes.
you Sunnis do not show them both sides of the story. You do not say, well, you know what we say.
Wait.
Don't interrupt. You do not say, well, you know what? Here's the hadith which go and show how brilliant Sahaba were. Here's some hadith which read, you know, they show a bit of a different negative light. You never do that. Never ever
How
do
can
you
we?
not.
How can we
Wait, let me
prevent?
finish.
How can we prevent from?
Let me finish.
How can we prevent
Let me
someone from
finish.
learning Bukhari?
You're not listening.
Bukhari's
You're
there.
not
It's all
listening.
published in Bukhari.
You're not listening.
All the things
not
you're referring to are in
listening.
Bukhari.
Listen to what I said. Listen to what I said. I said
Listen.
conceal.
Listen.
That was what.
Are you going to come
don't
back to the
change it.
topic or not?
Brother, it's you lot keep quoting things.
Taqiyaah.
We're not moving from
We're going to talk about
Taqiyaah.
Taqiyaah.
We're going to
Let's
talk about Taqiyaah.
You're wasting time then. You're
No,
wasting
I'm
my
not.
energy.
No, then don't
Taqiyaah.
quote verses.
Okay, no.
Don't
Tangent.
quote verses
You want
that
to
are
talk about a different topic? Oh,
You
you're
quoted the
welcome.
verse.
You're welcome.
You quoted the verse. Now I'm beating you up with it.
Okay.
You want to ball
You're
about
not
it.
beating up.
You just said about those who conceal. So I said you lot conceal.
You're the one with your face covered. How are you
You
beating?
keep talking about so what? So what if they see my face? They can hear my voice.
You want to talk about Taqiyaah? Ali's Taqiyaah.
Yes,
Ali's Taqiyaah.
you're doing Taqiyaah now.
that's-
You're
okay.
trying to hide the facts.
Okay.
You're trying to
I'm trying
conceal
to hide
the truth.
all the facts. Everyone, I'm trying to hide everything in the world.
Does no one have
so that
any
you
evidence?
cannot
Do you have
know
evidence?
all the
Or
evil
that you
things
would-
about the Sahaba. Okay?
Can you go to
I made it
Wikipedia?
very clear about you.
Can you go to Wikipedia?
Okay.
No?
Isa, you don't want to talk about it? You
Yes,
don't want
of
to talk
course.
about
Yes,
it?
we do.
Ali's Taqiyaah. Okay. You said, you claimed Ali was doing Taqiyaah. You
I
claimed.
did. And then I said to you,
and you're
wait,
saying
wait.
that Ali was
Wait,
appointed
wait,
by
wait.
Allah as an Imam.
Are you changing
and
it?
having
This guy jumping?
did a
You're jumping
prophet
and changing. Now
did
you're
a
going away.
prophet did a
He's going
prophet
away.
did a prophet
He's
ever
changing and
gave-
chopping and chopping
Come
and
on,
changing.
come
No,
on,
you're not
come on,
chopping and
come on,
changing.
Come on.
We were
I'm
talking
telling you
about-
why Ali cannot do Taqiyaah according to your position.
You're not listening.
If
You're not
Ali
listening.
is the appointed Imam by Allah, he cannot give bay'ah to Abu Bakr. It would be haram for him to go and give bay'ah to Abu Bakr because Ali is appointed by Allah. And
that-
you
and that was
claim
your
that Ali
argument before?
knew he was appointed by Allah. How can someone appointed by Allah go and give bay'ah to someone who's an enemy of Allah?
Who said he's an enemy of Allah? Who said Abu Bakr is an enemy of Allah?
Who is a usurper?
No, no.
Someone knowingly usurping
No,
power
no,
from Ali bin Abi Talib.
I never said that.
Is he an enemy of Allah or
I
not?
never said that. I never said that. I
You
didn't
don't
say
have to say
he's
it. There are those who say it.
No, but you're talking
There
to
are
me.
those.
So stop
Okay,
talking.
I don't know what you believe in.
Stop talking.
I don't know.
You do because we discussed it already.
Isa
we discussed
is not
it already.
an imam
we
of the
discussed it
Shia.
already. We discussed it already. If you're talking to me, just like you believe in 5 rightly guided
Isa,
caliphs,
Isa.
and you admitted majority of Sunnis believe in 4.
Isa,
Don't
you are
pretend.
one person.
Bruv, you're
It
talking
doesn't
to
matter
me.
what you believe
Da,
in.
da, da, da.
I'm talking about the people who hold this view.
Really? How is that
and
the
they
case?
are
How is that
in
the
millions.
case?
They are
Over
in
there,
millions.
you were debating with me.
Yeah.
Now you want to pretend you're debating with the whole Shia world. Now you're confused.
So can you sustain Taqiyaah now of Ali bin Abi Talib?
Let's stay with the topic.
Yeah, Taqiyaah of Ali bin Abi Talib.
First,
Radiallahu anhu.
because your man interrupted with the verse, and you then thought it'd be good to quote the verse. I'm going to finish that and then come back to the Taqiyaah point we made with Ali.
You're killing time,
No,
you're
no, no.
wasting time,
Stop
you're
interrupting.
dancing around the...
Stop
And
interrupting.
again, people are going to be frustrated watching this video online.
Doesn't
Then
matter.
what's wrong with this guy?
That's fine,
Why
that's
doesn't
fine.
he come to the topic? I've been trying to, for the last half an hour,
Yes.
I've been trying to bring you back to the topic. Taqiyaah, that's the thing I want to discuss. How
are you
can you
deaf?
sustain that?
Are you deaf?
Ali bin Abi Talib, how can he do Taqiyaah
right.
when he's appointed by Allah?
That wasn't your point then. But
No,
it is
I'm
now.
making that point
That's
now.
Fine, that's fine. I
Yes.
don't mind. Because you like to shapeshift. That's fine.
I'm shifting.
That's fine. We're going to keep you as you are and make sure you stay as this. So, the topic was, in regards to Imam Ali, giving bay'ah to Abu Bakr.
To a usurper.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The Sahaba didn't say usurper. So what I do is I use your own hadith. Wait. I use-
Qadir Khum.
Don't
Qadir Khum.
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Like we said.
You're struggling.
Wait, I'm struggling.
Badly struggling.
So you say.
You have nothing
So
to
why are you
you have
interrupting?
nothing to say.
But the
You're
Sahaba
just buying
refused you.
time. you know, hopping like a jackrabbit here and there. You're not going to talk. You're not going to come.
You said Ali was pressured. Yes? Did you say Ali was pressured?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
You didn't say that?
No, I don't believe Ali.
Did you not say Ali was pressured?
Wait. You quoted the hadith of the Sahaba.
Yes, and
you're
that's what it
saying
means.
that they gave bay'ah.
What does it mean?
Ali
You
gave
said
bay'ah
pressured.
when people became bitter. Okay? First of all.
And you said pressured.
First of all.
Did you say pressured or not?
Wait.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I said pressure.
Right.
I said pressure.
Is pressure?
But what did I mean by that? Can I explain? Can I explain? That pressure doesn't mean that Ali can give away the properties or characteristics or responsibilities given by Allah and turn in his authority to someone else who doesn't deserve it. That pressure. Okay. Were the prophets pressured? Were the prophets pressured?
Don't change it. Don't change it.
Was Musa pressured?
We're talking about
Was Musa pressured? Was Ibrahim pressured?
Don't jump around. We're dealing with
Did Ibrahim give bay'ah? Did Ibrahim give bay'ah to the ruler of his time?
Don't jump around.
Did Musa give bay'ah to Pharaoh?
Don't jump around. Come back to the topic.
Yes.
Where we were going was simply this. From the Sunni perspective. And when I made...
Is he saying that he denies that the Messenger of Allah said that the prophets do not leave any inheritance?
That's another topic.
That's the hadith.
Another tangent.
No, that's the actual
Because your own scholars say that.
I want to stick to Taqiyaah.
Do I follow your Shia?
I want to see how...
Shia scholars.
I want to stick to Taqiyaah.
No, that's what I'm trying... But listen,
How can a God-appointed imam do Taqiyaah and give in all the authority given to him by Allah to someone else who doesn't deserve it?
He changed it again. How many times are you going to change it? You admit you didn't say that over there.
I'm going to be silent now. You be silent.
Do you see what I mean?
Give him 2 minutes to respond to my claims.
He brings up a point, then he changes his
2 minutes.
Then he jumps back. Try and stick to your point.
How can an imam appointed by Allah
That's a new question.
give away power and responsibilities to someone who doesn't deserve
Don't change
it?
your question because you felt you were refuted. When I brought in the Sahaba,
appointed by Allah doing Taqiyaah.
You agreed was pressure. So once you agreed it's pressure, that's it, finished.
The belief goes
There's nothing more to
against
discuss.
only
You agreed Imam Ali was pressure.
Rationality.
That's
It goes against
rationality.
Okay. Do you agree it's pressure?
How anyone can believe
You agree it's pressure, yes?
Do I be?
Imam Ali was pressured, according to you, to give bay'ah to Abu Bakr, yes?
The point you're making
yes
from the
or
word.
no?
No.
You
There's
don't
no
believe
yes
that?
or no.
You
I'm
don't
going to
believe
say
that?
what I want to say.
Oh, you don't
You want to
believe
hear it? You want to hear it?
Yes or
I'm
no?
saying pressure, being pressured doesn't mean you give away all the
No, we're not saying
responsibilities
that.
Allah has
You
put
agree,
upon
but
you.
pressure, whatever. What does pressure mean? Was he pressured, yes or no? According to you, when I read the hadith, you said it means he was pressured.
Okay, what do you mean by pressure?
So if he's, what do I mean? What do you mean? You're the one that said it.
Okay,
What
when you go to the toilet, do you feel pressure? Do you feel
Brother,
pressure?
please. Try and talk about something.
Pressure. I'm using the same word. When you go to the toilet, do you feel
Try a better
pressure?
example.
Do you feel pressure?
Better example.
No, it's pressure, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't go to toilet for 2 days and you see what happens. Do you feel pressure? Do you feel pressure? Simple question.
shows you where
What
it's
an
going.
example
The toilet.
exactly.
The toilet.
To show you how stupid you are.
I'm stupid.
Because that's pressure,
Why
right?
do you refute
That's
yourself?
pressure. Call of
The man
nature is
agrees
pressure.
pressure.
But that doesn't mean you change your religion. That doesn't mean you give away your responsibilities to someone who doesn't deserve it. Pressure has its categories. Pressure means a number of different things for a number of different people. No. Oh, come on. Don't call them. No. Isa, don't do this. Don't fall into this. He's struggling.
Come back.
Let him crush you. Let him crush you. Let him put you in your place. Carry on. Go about your business. Go about your business.
Isa, don't do this.
You know the difference.
If you don't have answers, don't do this.
Okay, let's get back. Because
don't have answers,
you're going to make that next
Don't look at me.
You're going to make that.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Isa, talk to me.
You're in discussion.
Listen.
Don't
Now
get
he's going to
scared.
make it next to you.
Let him crush you.
Yeah, of course.
Don't get scared.
I know. Let's come back.
Pressure.
Okay, let's come back.
So that pressure doesn't work with Ali bin Abi Talib. That pressure doesn't work with Ali bin Abi Talib. Ali is not insincere. I believe, as a Muslim, as a Sunni, that Ali bin Abi Talib was a sincere man from the day he was born till the day he died. He never did anything against his wishes, against Allah's commandments. I believe Ali, if you believe, was appointed by Allah as an imam, and then he gives away power to someone who doesn't deserve it.
What do you mean by pressure?
It doesn't
What do you
make
mean by
sense.
pressure? That's the bit we're getting at.
Pressure means different things at different times for different people.
No. We're talking about not different people. We're talking about Ali, alayhi salam. As you said, with regards to the hadith, your description of the situation of Ali.
Now. You're dying
that's fine.
You're running circles, Isa. I mean, get
But
to
it's
the
Taqiyaah.
point.
Get to
We are
Taqiyaah.
getting to the point.
Prove to us your concept of
We are getting to the
imamah.
point.
Prove your imamah.
Okay, first of all,
No.
was
Prove your Taqiyaah.
Ali
Pressure.
attacked for 6 months? when he did not give bay'ah for 6 months.
You're jumping again.
Was he attacked?
The hadith for 6 months.
Was anyone threatening him?
You didn't read the hadith for 6 months.
The hadith
You
for
wouldn't
6
read the
months
hadith for 6 months.
destroyed you completely.
You didn't read the hadith for 6 months. You read something else.
What?
You agreed. You see what I mean?
When did he get bay'ah?
Bro.
When did he get bay'ah?
You said after.
Guys,
40 months.
the debate, the discussion is over.
Pressure. What's pressure? What does pressure mean?
Pressure means what I told you when you go to the toilet.
No.
When you go to the toilet, you feel pressure, right?
When you spoke about
You don't
Ali,
feel
you
pressure.
mentioned pressure.
Right?
Don't use toilet.
Is that pressure or not?
Don't use
Is that
toilet.
pressure or not?
Don't use toilet in regards
Does
to
that
Sahaba.
make you not pray your
Don't
salah?
use toilet.
Does that make you not submit to Allah?
Stop.
Does that make you
It's
surrender
bay'ah.
your responsibilities
What's
to
that got to do
someone
with the
else?
hadith?
That pressure
What's
when you
that
go
got to do
to
with
You're really struggling.
He's saying pressure in regards to
Honestly, bro.
what? How? You say.
You're clashing on strawman so badly.
How's
bro.
it strawman?
You're struggling.
Did he say pressure or
Ali
not?
ibn Abi Talib
Listen. Listen.
You're not getting it.
Listen,
He said-
you are saying that
you will talk
you're
about
saying he's
anything but Taqiyaah of Ali
I'm
bin Abi
talking
Talib.
about it.
So let's get to the crux.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm saying-
Ali bin Abi Talib did Taqiyaah. Can you sustain that?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Your term of him being pressured is my term for Taqiyaah. Do you understand? So I'm using what you say, pressured. That's what I say is Taqiyaah.
No, I don't say it's Taqiyaah. I don't say
Okay,
that. I'm
then
saying
pressured. In
I'm saying
English-
Ali was never
in
pressured.
English,
Ali,
I said pressured.
I believe Ali was Haydar, the line of
No,
Allah.
you said pressured, so I go with your words.
The most brave
In
man
English,
on the
pressured.
planet, if anyone.
Yeah, fine,
He was
fine.
the most. He could not be pressured or cornered
Fine,
or treated
fine,
like a cat by anyone.
Fine. But
Ali
he
was
was
a
pressured,
man.
but he was
He was
pressured.
the line of Allah,
But he was pressured.
and he did what he believed. He
Pressure,
was
pressure.
not a hypocrite. He
Pressure.
was not one thing
You
inside
said
and another
pressured.
outside. Especially you.
Pressured,
You are the
pressured.
last people to believe
said
that
pressured.
because you
Forget that,
believe
pressured,
you
pressured.
believe Ali was appointed by Allah.
So you want to take
he
my
was
pressured.
appointed by Allah.
You said pressured.
Ali was appointed by Allah. How can he give
You said he was
away
pressured.
that responsibility to someone
You
who
said
doesn't
he was
deserve it?
pressured.
And not only Ali, his son.
He won't say it.
His son.
He's trying to run away from it.
Hassan radiallahu an.
Are you not gonna
he
address
goes
it?
away
Pressured.
and gives power to
Go on,
Muawiyah.
talk.
Someone, according to some people, worse than Abu Bakr.
Adnan,
Someone worse than
describe
Abu Bakr.
pressure.
Okay.
Describe the pressure issue.
I already described pressure. When you go to toilet, you feel pressure.
With Imam
And
Ali.
that's why
Explain
column
it
nature is
further.
pressure.
Explain it further in relation to the hadith. And the hadith that he quoted.
In the hadith,
Wait.
okay, I'm coming to hadith now.
Let me finish.
In the hadith, it doesn't say that Ali did Taqiyaah or he felt pressured to say
said
something
pressured.
he didn't believe in. The hadith doesn't say anything like that.
Okay.
You
What does it
are
say? What does it say?
hanging on
I'm
to
talking about
straws.
you said it.
You are hanging on to straws.
You said
Come to the
pressured.
matter now. Sustain your belief that Ali
He was pressured.
Ali
I
was
agree
doing
with you.
Taqiyaah.
He was
Sustain your
pressured.
belief.
I say he was pressured.
And he lied.
Sustain
Like
your
you
belief.
said- Hold on. I say what you say.
Stand
He
by
was
your belief.
pressured. No, I do. I say what you say. He was pressured.
So you're telling me,
No,
you're
no,
telling
no.
me,
I'm saying what the Sahaba
the one
said
who killed
and what
Ibn
you
Hud,
say.
the one who killed Marhab,
No, you
the
go
one
through
who killed
Yes, he was
Utbah and
pressured according to you.
in the battle of
He said he
Badr.
was pressured.
The one, wait.
Did you say he was pressured or not?
Wait.
You said his bay'ah was based upon pressure.
You're looking stupid by the minute.
How am I looking stupid?
By the minute.
You said his bay'ah was based upon pressure. Yes or no?
I didn't say that.
Hold on.
say
His
that.
explanation. How is he changing
didn't
it now?
say that.
Your explanation for the hadith. You
Okay.
said, hold on.
You're dying
You said-
over the hadith.
Wait.
Let me deal with it.
Because
Let me-
all right.
Okay.
I
Hadith
quoted the
says,
hadith.
hadith says
here we go.
that Fatima, when she was alive,
Yes.
people were okay with Ali bin Abi Talib.
Yes.
They were fine.
Show kind
They were
faces.
kind to him.
Yes.
And when she died, radiallahu anha, when she passed away, they became unkind. And that prompted Ali to give bay'ah. Okay. Now, where in this hadith?
Prompted?
Where
You
after,
said pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't change the word prompted.
What does the hadith say?
Pressure.
What does
No,
the
no.
hadith say?
I asked
What does
you
the
what
hadith
it
say?
said, and you-
What does the hadith say? According to you, what does it say?
You see what I mean?
Listen.
Are you
Listen,
rejecting- are you
you,
rejecting
am
the
I
word?
your imam? Am I your imam? Am I the one who interpret your religion? Do I interpret your religion?
No, it's in
you
your
are
book.
using
It's in
my
Bukhari.
words. Yeah?
Listen.
It's in Bukhari.
What's your point?
What's the point? Here's the
Why
point.
are you clutching on straws? Get to
Exactly.
It's not clash on straws.
Prove to
Everyone
us
can
your
see.
belief.
I'm telling you.
Because you have no evidence. You have such
Where's he?
ridiculous
You're
belief.
hanging on
You're
to
clutching on
straws.
straws.
Calm down,
Can you
calm
not see
down.
what you're doing?
Look,
Calm down.
for half
If
an
you
hour,
said-
he's sticking
Nearly
on
1
pressure.
hour now.
Of course.
Nearly 1 hour.
Because he tried to joke.
Because your belief is so shallow.
Is it?
Built
It is
on
so
shaky
Is that why you
feelings.
couldn't quote the hadith, but you quoted
Listen,
something
your
else?
belief
So why
is
didn't you quote the
built
hadith?
upon ambiguity.
The man read
Why
the
don't you
hadith.
quote? Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
Is your
yeah.
evidence
Yeah.
quoted? Is your evidence
I don't have
quoted?
it with me.
You don't have
I'm
evidence.
using
So
my
don't
phone.
use it. Don't use it.
I'm using my phone to record.
It's your evidence.
You're not listening.
Do
brother.
you know it's a basic
Brother,
principle
you're
of
not listening.
debating
Stop.
that when
You either know it or
when
you
someone
don't.
makes a claim,
Yes.
he has to present the evidence.
And if you're talking about
If
shia, you should
if
know
you
it.
claim I'm a blue monkey, present the evidence. Present the evidence.
Brother, forget
okay?
that.
Or don't
You're
make the claim.
diverting.
Don't make the
But if
claim.
you don't know the
Yeah.
hadith,
Bring your
is that
proof
your
if you're
fault too?
truthful.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
Bring it.
So you want me to bring the hadith?
Bring your
Okay,
best evidence.
ladies and gentlemen.
Isa, bring your your best evidence.
Isa doesn't want to talk about.
Listen, all the Shias come together. Bring your best evidence.
We're gonna get it now. We're gonna get it now.
Your best, number one best, the strongest.
So now that Isa is accepted, that Ali bin Abi Talib was an insincere man.
No pressure.
He was a coward.
He was cowardly. He had one thing inside and another outside. He gave his bayah to Abu Bakr when he didn't want to give bayah. Okay.
Pressure.
Okay. Does it make sense to you?
You said pressure.
And especially when Ali knew he was a God-appointed imam.
That's fine.
It is like a God-appointed imam
the
going
Shias
away.
are coming together and uniting to give us the evidence. Let's see what they got. Your best evidence.
Let's do with that.
All right, let's go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, give us your best shot.
So wait, you're gonna prove to us that Ali did Taqiyaah, radiallahu anhu.
No, I'm gonna prove you pressured.
Okay.
No, you said he was pressured.
Okay. So was he okay? Was he pressured? Was he a mouse?
No, we're gonna.
Or was he a girl? Or was he a little? What was he? Was he a woman? What was he?
I'm just going by what
That's what you're saying. That's what you're implying.
So what you're implying? He was pressured into saying something and didn't believe it.
Why did he do Taqiyaah? Why? Why did he do Taqiyaah? Explain us why.
Who?
Why?
Who?
Why did he have to do Taqiyaah?
No, we removed that word pressure. We're using pressure now.
No. Forget
There is
pressure,
another
man.
issue.
Forget.
I'm
using pressure.
I'm getting to
You
the
are,
point.
listen,
Arabic.
you are a very sneaky guy. You know
Not
that.
sneaky.
I know what you're trying to
But the
do.
point is,
I'm
he said pressure. You don't like it, do you?
He's laughing.
If it was someone else,
You don't like
Very
it.
sneaky.
Wait.
You can say sneaky. say what you want.
Pressure. One word.
Yeah,
You're
it makes a difference,
on
doesn't it?
it.
Of course I am.
I have another
Why would I
point.
move from it?
That's all you got.
That's all I've got. That's all I need. That's all I need to refute you.
You doing Taqiyaah, me doing Taqiyaah, him doing Taqiyaah, it doesn't matter. An imam appointed by Allah, successor of prophets, whose duty is to go and clarify the truth. When people are misguided, he needs to stand up to misguidance and defend the people of Haqq and not give into pressure. Not like Musa alayhi salam. He was scared before he went to Fir'aun. What does Allah tell him? Go. Even though you are in fear, go and confront Fir'aun. Allah is telling us this in the Quran. And they tell us, people like Isa tell us that Ali bin Abi Talib, who was appointed by Allah as an imam, gave into pressure. He submitted to batil.
And then every deviant sect is built
All the
on
Shia brothers and
shaky
sisters,
pillars.
all
Shaky
the
pillars.
Shia brothers and sisters listening to us out there, we love you and we care for you. We want you to go to Jannah with us. If Allah takes us to Jannah, inshallah, we want you to come with us. And we want you to listen to this conversation carefully and remember that there is no evidence on your part to claim that Ali bin Abi Talib was an insincere man. He was doing things just to appease the people or just to save his life or save his community. Ali was not like that. Ali radiallahu anhu, he was not like that.
What's the pressure got to do with it?
So remember that position some of you hold is unsustainable. It cannot be sustained. It cannot be supported in the light of evidence.
If you can't prove a point,
we're getting there.
So it's been a long time now. Isa has killed my energy.
Our beliefs are so solid. We don't need to take.
That's why he's trying to change and run from the words. But why didn't you find it? You claimed it was there.
My question is, Isa believes Ali was appointed by Allah.
You want to change it now?
And what was that appointment? What does it constitute? Imam, who was appointed by the Messenger of Allah as a successor. Ali knows that. Ali knows he's appointed by Allah according to him, and he's a successor of the Prophet. And what does he do? He goes and gives up, goes to Abu Bakr and tells him, yeah, you're my leader, I give my bear to you. He was pressured. He was pressured. So why wasn't Musa pressured? Imam, who is an imam? Who is an imam? Imams are successors of prophets. To them, imams are successors of prophets.
You refuted yourself, Adnan.
Can a prophet be pressured and leave his responsibilities?
You refuted yourself.
The question is, if Musa alayhi salam turned around and said to Allah, Ya Allah, I feel pressured. Okay, listen, I'm going to go and give power to Fir'aun. He can do what he wants with Banu Israel. I'm going to walk away. What happened to Yunus alayhi salam? When Yunus walked away, Allah put him in a fish.
What about Harun?
Right?
What about Harun?
To reprimand.
What about Harun?
To reprimand.
What about Harun?
Harun, what happened? Harun didn't leave his position. And what happened? What did Musa do to him? When Musa alayhi salam came back, he was angry. Why did you leave your position?
Exactly.
So your point...
Did he go astray?
Doesn't support...
Did Harun go astray when he did that? Yes or no?
Harun made a mistake. He made an error. Musa alayhi salam corrected him. Musa alayhi salam corrected him. A prophet correcting another prophet. A prophet correcting another prophet.
Imams on so many
Right?
right?
So you're using examples where prophets were reprimanded by Allah and other prophets. You're using those examples to support Taqiyaah of Ali bin Abi Talib.
No, pressure.
Which didn't exist.
Sheikh Adnan, he's finding that hadith.
He can't find it.
Wait. But those examples he's giving that prophets gave into pressure. Actually, we are told in the Quran that those prophets were reprimanded for not standing up to that pressure. Why did Allah put Yunus in the fish? Because Yunus couldn't take pressure anymore. So Allah reprimanded him. How can Ali bin Abi Talib give into pressure, give power into the hands of a usurper?
He said it was pressure.
Can I say one thing?
He said pressure.
Let's say for argument's sake that Ali ibn Talib alayhi salam, he did Taqiyaah for argument's sake.
Taqiyaah.
And he gave Baiyah to Abu Bakr for the sake of Islam, just to keep the unity.
But how did he benefit Islam?
Wait. My question is this: why don't you, as a Shia, do the same thing?
No.
Why don't
you follow the Sunnah of Ali and do the same thing for the sake of unity?
I'll tell you what.
Yes, become a Sunni.
I'm gonna answer.
Become a Sunni.
I'm gonna answer you.
Follow his Sunnah.
I'm gonna answer you.
I think you're
I'm
giving
gonna
him.
answer you.
Now he's gonna answer you. No. Now he's gonna answer you because he wants to go on a tangent.
No, I don't. All right, leave it then. Leave it then.
He cannot find the hadith.
I'm fine.
Where's the hadith? You've been looking for the last 5 minutes. Don't let him go on a tangent. We're going to talk about Ali bin Abi Talib and Taqiyaah. How can Ali bin Abi Talib, appointed by Allah, do Taqiyaah? Doing Taqiyaah is actually giving away the responsibility. Okay, what is the purpose of Taqiyaah? What did Taqiyaah achieve? The Taqiyaah achieved oppression. If Ali bin Abi Talib did Taqiyaah, it achieved nothing but oppression. More zulm for the Ummah. Who came to power? Umar, worse than Abu Bakr, then Uthman, then Ali, and then Ali bin Abi Talib.
Then Islam is a failure.
But then Hassan comes to power. Another God-appointed Imam gives away power, again doing Taqiyaah, to Muawiyah. Someone worse than all of them.
What kind of Islam is this? What kind of Islam is this?
How did Hassan benefit Islam, giving away God-given responsibility to someone like Muawiyah radiallahu anhu? How did he benefit?
When he could afford him. He had a stronger army than Muawiyah.
It doesn't stop there. He was taking stipends from Muawiyah radiallahu anhu. There was money coming every month to Hassan bin Abi Talib in Medina. Okay, we can accept that. Okay, he was doing Taqiyaah, he gave away power to Muawiyah. Why is he taking his money?
That's true. And he was
Why is he taking money? It's like Musa alayhi salam going to Pharaoh and telling him, I'm going to live in this city, in your, the big city you made of all these idols. And as long as you keep sending me money every month, do what you like with Banu Israel. Do what you like. This is what Hassan bin Abi Talib did. Gave away power to Muawiyah.
He's got the hadith.
He gave the entire Ummah into the hands of Muawiyah.
I don't need to find it.
No. But you brought something else. You brought something else.
You are using the hadith against us, and for the last half an hour you're dancing around it, but you can't find it. And when we wanted to quote something, we brought it out straight away.
No, you didn't. Which one? You lied. That didn't mention 6 months. So don't lie.
So what?
Lie, bro.
So what?
The whole point was 6 months.
He wasn't looking for it.
Brother.
He was looking for the hadith he found.
No. He said the hadith.
Can you find your hadith now?
Look, nice
Can you find your hadith now? Okay. Until he finds it, I'm going to go home and come back next week. Okay.
Let's go. It's over. Next time, bring your evidence.
He submitted.
By the way, our last point before I go, all the Shia brothers and sisters in humanity around the world, okay, they have to know this is not hate. This is an academic discussion, albeit in a very, in a very excited environment, in a very charged environment. We do not hate our brothers and sisters in humanity. Wallahi, this is for love. This is for compassion. We want them to go to Jannah with us. We know there are sincere people among them who really love the Ahlul Bayt. So do we. We love the Ahlul Bayt. What we believe in is because of our love of Ahlul Bayt, and we follow them to the letter. When we see that there is something from the Ahlul Bayt and it is authentic, wallahi, we follow it wholeheartedly.
Like what?
For example, Sahih Muslim, the best and the longest hadith on Hajj, who is it quoted by? Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq from his father Muhammad al-Baqir. Muhammad al-Baqir went to Jabir ibn Abdullah, and he asked Jabir ibn Abdullah, is the Hajj of the Prophet. He described the Hajj of the Prophet. Imam Muhammad al-Baqir described it to his son Ja'far as-Sadiq, and Ja'far as-Sadiq radiallahu anh, he described it to his followers, and this is how the hadiths come to us. So we follow it. We love the Ahlul Bayt. Okay, so this is out of love. This is not opposition or hatred towards you. We want you to come to Jannah with us. So please don't take it the wrong way. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Hakim as-salah.
Well done, bro. As long as you agree it's pressured, we win. Simple as that. That's it. As long as you agree it's pressured. Don't worry about it. Well, where did yours say 6 months? Exactly. Finish. Thank you, brother.